I am actually someone who feels comfortable drawing with the computer. It's easier to erase, but this time I still really can't say why I chose to draw by hand. What I can say is it felt as though I were directly caressing the pictures. You can see in my drawings that I don't have large spaces of color. Instead, I use colored pencils to draw and fill in every nook and cranny. In other words, I wanted to touch each drawing one by one. A drawing that is completely unique. That's what I think I mean. The intended readers for this book are children. But for those who have read the book, like the adults who read to children, they describe their feelings first. It's so sad, and it's a little sad, or I feel so sad for that. They convey these emotional feelings. They tell me they never knew the DMZ was like this. So I thought, wouldn't this book be a good introduction and guide to adults who never gave much thought to the DMZ? As the adult and child read the book together, they can see the animals and plants and naturally talk about the painful stories of war. As a book that contains both war and peace, as well as the ecology of the environment, I want to recommend this book to both children and adults. I've always been intrigued by the shape of the halmi flower and its cotton fruit. In our country, the flowers usually bloom by gravesides. If one looks at halmi flowers, they give comfort, or assurance, or the strength to hold on. As I worked on the DMZ book, I thought this land, a land like a graveyard for dead soldiers, needed someone who can comfort others, and then made the connection to halmi flowers. The gently waving halmi flowers reminded me of the shaman who waves paper notes, chanting for the dead to return home. As the flowers shed tears, a river forms and a military tag emerges from the soil. You would think the tag belongs to a Korean soldier, but the truth is, many soldiers from around the world came here. That's why the tag contains no Korean words. It could have belonged to anyone. What they all have in common is they are dead soldiers who never returned home. That's why Dambi found the tag, and when a tag is discovered, the soldier's identity can be found. Then his remains can be returned home. That is why I drew the scene where the halmi flower says, "Now you can return home," as words of condolence. To be honest, I was so happy during the whole process of working on this picture book. What should I say? It feels like a different project, but the picture book has more room for creativity and more people can access it. This made the work more enjoyable. If there's a chance, I would like to work on more picture books. Next time, since I have interest in life and ecology, I want to continue working on related projects using my own imagination. Currently, my interest is in objects, especially objects that don't disintegrate. In the beginning, they are extremely useful, but then they become a nuisance. I'm thinking about plastic objects. They were mass-produced for corporate profit, and then they become mere disposables. Plastic by itself means flexibility. It had so many possibilities, but its fall makes me feel sorry for. So I decided to focus on those kinds of objects. There are others like them that catch my interest. I guess this is just my own personal feelings. By following those feelings, I encounter some universal stories, so it's like a searching process.